Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have signed wide receiver Damiere Byrd to a one-year deal. So let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, and here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so the Bears announced today that they are signing wide receiver Damiere Byrd, which is a bit of a surprise here because I keep thinking the Bears are done making moves, but yeah, apparently they're not. So let's talk about this move. All right, Damiere Byrd played for the Patriots last year, played all 16 games for them, and had about a little over 600 yards receiving, okay? So a lot of you guys may not have watched him at all, may not even know about Damiere Byrd, so let's talk about him a little bit. He's a very, very fast receiver, okay? We're talking about biggest attribute here is speed, okay? He can get behind the defense, and last year he was fairly decent. The only reason his numbers weren't great is because Cam Newton couldn't get him the football, right? Cam Newton's accuracy and obviously I think deep ball is pretty shot at this point, okay? He was not a good quarterback last year, and so Damiere Byrd got open, pretty good separation, but yeah, was not able to be found by Cam. So he is a legitimate deep threat, and he's a guy who, has had some inconsistency issues for sure with drops and such, but he can be productive as a complementary receiver, okay? And are you noticing a trend here with the Bears? We're adding a lot of speed to the roster, folks. All right, you added Marquise Goodwin. Now you're adding Damiere Byrd, okay? Daz Newsome, you drafted him. So this is all about the Bears trying to become more of a vertical passing threat, right? Open up the deep passing game. Take the top off of defense. And you know what? I love it. It's great. But I will say this. If the plan is for Andy Dalton to start the entire year, Andy Dalton doesn't have the biggest arm. This would be perfect if Justin Fields was a starting quarterback right away, right? Because you've got all of these weapons that you can find deep, and Justin Fields can, find them, because he's got a cannon of an arm and he can throw deep. So to me, that's the nice part. But as far as Damiere Byrd, as far as the signing, it's a one-year deal, folks. You know my rule about one-year deals. There's no such thing as a bad one-year deal, except when it comes to Andy Dalton. I digress. Point being is, I do like the signing. It adds more depth to the wide receiver room, but I believe this is another sign that Anthony Miller's days in Chicago are limited and or over. Okay, you drafted a receiver in Daz Newsome. You signed a receiver now, two, obviously with Marquise Goodwin and now with Damiere Byrd. I think Anthony Miller's done in Chicago. I don't think he's going to be on the roster starting week 1 of 2021. Whether he gets cut or traded, we'll see, but I believe he's done. So let's take a look at the depth chart here. And I did include Anthony Miller, but I believe he's going to be gone. But these are the receivers for the Bears. I believe I didn't miss any. So you've obviously got A-Rob at the top, then Mooney. I believe Goodwin's the number 3 receiver for now. Again, I think Miller's done, but I did include him here if he stays. Then you got Damiere Byrd. That's kind of where I have him slotted, right? Right ahead of the rookie. Again, rookie receivers it's very hard for them to find playing time unless they impress right away. Now, Daz Newsome could obviously, take over Damiere Byrd and even maybe the wide receiver 3 role, depending on how he plays. We'll see. And then all the way down here, we've got a guy by the name of Riley Ridley, if you guys remember him. Yeah, we drafted him in the 4th round a few years back. We just don't play him. So that's the wide receiver room. And like I mentioned, if I take out Anthony Miller, let's just say we take out pretty much Anthony Miller and Riley Ridley, that's kind of your depth right there, wide receiver, right? A-Rob, Mooney, Goodwin, Byrd, and Newsome. So that's not bad. A lot of speed guys. Byrd, Newsome, Goodwin, Mooney's a speed guy too. Man, that's 4 fast receivers, and A-Rob, a guy who can do everything. So I see the plan. I see what they're trying to add. I like the signing, but I think this means Anthony Miller's done in Chicago. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this story as always. Thanks for watching.